G'day viewers, how you going alright? Poyter here, and welcome to our very first episode of Poyter's Family Jewels. As you can see, I got myself all kitted up because today we're doing a bit of bush bashing in search of a legendary producer and director of award-winning documentaries, Mark Elliott, who's located himself somewhere in the bush. Oh, just follow the signs, the tracks and the occasional smells, the natural smells of the bush, of course. Anyway, g'day, how you going, right?
G'day, yeah.
So Poyter, Poyter. Poyter, probably not as famous as you. So, hey, it's a real pleasure. And I got to say, it's been worth the effort of getting here to find you. But I'm a little bit surprised. I would have thought a bloke like you, with a stellar past in documentary making, would be in the cities, not here in the bush.
Yeah, well, maybe I should be, but I'm not really that kind of urban type producer director. I kind of do my own thing, and I'm more of a rural sort of person. Right. So I stay out in the bush and then go off to wherever I have to do a documentary. Well,
I must admit, this is a beautiful place. I guess you get your inspiration from just being here.
Not really. I spend most of my time in front of a computer.
Right. So you're here because of the health?
Oh no. I'm pretty healthy in the city, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're here because of something very special and important to you.
Peace and quiet.
Exactly, peace and quiet. I was just going to mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so well, I'm glad that we could be part of the peace and quiet of this place.
So am
very
I.
Peaceful, yeah.
Right. Pretty steep, aren't they?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so like, you do this trip how many times a day?
Oh, I don't do it every day.
It's a steep trip.
Once a week is enough, actually.
Oh. Hey, this is pretty beautiful. What do you call this then? Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Elliott, this is a perfect place for reflecting on the career. So tell us, like, why documentaries?
Oh, I started off making television ads in London, and I didn't like it. And so I sort of moved on, and I considered upwards, to making longer films, and that turned out to be documentaries. And that was an area that I found suited me, and I really loved it. And so I stuck with it ever since.
I mean, it's real life stuff, isn't it? So it must be harder to plan for.
Yeah, well, every documentary is different. Some are completely catch can, you know, you just get out there and hope, which is the ones that I guess I prefer. Others fairly detailed and planned. The last one I did was all over the world, following people trying to invent perpetual motion.
That's that right? I hear it's still going well too.
The documentary?
Well.
Or perpetual motion.
Perpetual motion.
Perpetual motion will keep on going for quite a long time, I think.
Right then.
But we did find some very, very interesting people that had got very close to it, if not having made it.
So, like, I don't understand. How do you get money to... I'm going to go around the world and film people moving and never stopping. How do you get somebody interested in giving you money for that?
Well, in this particular case, I had to go to the city, which I hate. I had to go to Sydney and pitch it to a whole bunch of people in a seminar. And then that got the ABC on side, ABC Australia on side. They said they liked it, but they didn't have enough money. And then Discovery Canada came in and put a bit more in. And then when we had those two, we were able to go to the government organisation, which was called the FFC then, Film Finance Corporation. They gave us the rest. Yeah, okay. Well, you've got quite a few documentaries too. Like, what sort of subject matter have you covered? Like, what are the documentaries you say your favourites? Oh, my very favourite is the one we did up here in the Cape on the Aboriginal communities. Right. Which was a very free-flowing thing. We just filmed what we found and turned it into a series. That was great. I did another one again around the world on looking for a cure for diabetes. Oh, sweet. Which was interesting. And while up here, I did one on the Hinkler Air Race. Yeah. And I did one on a guy who teaches Aboriginal kids how to ride horses. Right. And another one which was great, we followed the Jabberkai dancers around the world when they did a world tour. Dancing. Okay, so I understand what you mean by saying with like documentaries you can choose your own material and your own subjects. I believe you have been doing something cunning and creative with your time and little pieces of ceramic and plastic and Yeah.
What,
Yeah. Well, that's
what's going on with that?
it's something I can't stop doing. I mean, you know.
Well, that explains
sort
the glasses, I suppose.
It's a bit of an obsession. I love playing around with puzzles and with ideas of that nature.
Hey,
So
why don't we have a look at some of them, eh?
by all means. Yeah.
Why? Because it sheds a different light on this silently beautiful, perfect location.
And I go gold panning down there.
Oh, really? Alrighty, well, looks like a heap of ceramic shapes. What for?
It's a puzzle. It's actually the design on it. It comes from the Alhambra Palace in Granada. That's the actual design. And I designed the puzzle so that it would actually, when you put it together, it'll fit into this board here.
Oh, right.
You can just hand it out. I'll show you how it works.
Yeah.
So you start off by putting, say, that in the corner. I'm not saying this is right because I find it difficult to do myself. Then you put another one here. Well, that wouldn't be right because it doesn't fit there properly. So perhaps you try it there, and so on, until you filled in the complete thing.
Looking around, you know, real art comes from real life.
Well, it does. Try and beat that.
Exactly. And of course, a beautifully peaceful environment like this.
Yeah, but it could be in the middle of a town. Yeah, skyscrapers can be beautiful.
Feed and chook time.
Yeah. I better get some
or ducks.
chook feed.
Oh, right. So, yeah, I noticed you got a couple of free sculptures there in the duck pen.
Yeah. I didn't put those there.
It's a lot of documentaries. I mean, you've got a great body of work, and I believe you won a Logie for one of them. One of you.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that was for the series.
Could I look at it? Just once.
Oh, of course.
Maybe
Yeah, I
touch
think
it.
it's somewhere around here. Actually.
Right.
Hold on. There you go. It's behind the shovel. Yeah, and may I present you with the Logie, Mr. Poyter.
Well, geez, I don't know what to say. Where do I start? Hey, I'd like to thank YouTube and Google and Facebook and my producer's mum, more mum. I've got to go. I'm a little emotional. Yeah, right. Thanks. Hang on. Right. Okay. Well, viewers, that was our first featured artist, Mark Elliott. Hey, and doesn't it make you wonder? I mean, is an artist a special kind of person, or is everyone a special kind of artist? Whatever, as I always say, up your art.